We're going to get a set on here. Jack's got all kinds of galleys in the water. Like, all kinds of galleys in the water already. I like it a lot. Traders coming in. Gov Plaza Trader. We'll see what Jack's per turn is on Admirals, but I think it's going to be like 14 next turn. Japan's on 4. Indonesia's on 1. Like, Jack is just running away with the early Admirals. 11. Yeah. Okay, because this one isn't done and this isn't done. Okay, yeah. I was like, when this is done and this gets Lighthouse gets done, he'll be at 14, which is insane. Having a really big game. Jack is. He was bitching. Apparently, he was pitching pretty bad earlier about his game and having to play Vicky, but lots of units out for Kree. We, of course, talked about the early Artemis. The encampment's gone down now. Good spot for the encampment, really. No Gov Plaza yet. A campus has been placed here. Really aggressive settle here. I don't know if I like it. I mean, you just set up shop right here with a couple of catapults. Good luck hitting Japan on the coast. Right? Like, this is really vulnerable city. Like, yeah. You just get to here. I mean, you don't want to stand on the floodplains too much, I guess, but yeah, you just like lurch in here last second with 3 catapults. Bang, bang, bang. Lots of builders out on Lej. Gonna get some chopping and production going. Let's see where they at. Japan. Defensive tactics. Okay, so still not into feudalism builders yet, but just getting them out and getting them going. You like to see it. Let's see how Godspawn action's going over. Finally getting more settlers out. This settler is going to want to come north, like we talked about, where the forest fire did its thing. Settling, basically just getting a full surround. Getting a full surround here and here. And another settler here. Be interesting to see what he does with this one. He probably could feel pretty safe on the coast with Japan right there. Right? Like, Japan's kind of on their own. This isn't really where a lot of the naval action is going to take place. So they could potentially come and put something on the coast as well. For coastal traders even, right? International coastal traders, you probably want to just throw something on the coast. Somewhere, yeah. New Maori City is in danger. Oh. Yeah. Little dangerous. Little dangerous. Holding him here. He can swap them in. He can bring this one down. These guys can come. He's got a galleon 3 is pretty good. It won't show the actual combat against the city. Solving a taking on the city, yeah. It probably dies. Yeah, it's dead. Even if they bought him a galley, it's over. He last moved, first moved it. He last moved, first moved it. Another admiral for Jack. The good one hasn't come up yet, which is interesting. Jack is passed on one, on this one here. Maori's going to pass on it. But the good news for Ulysse is that the next person up after these two pass is Japan. So Japan can take this one and time it with Jack, and Jack will snipe the last one, which is the +3. Harbor's almost done here. Lighthouse, traders. I'd like to see a trader come in here and start giving the city food. Because there's not even a 2 food tile to buy, so he's just working like, yeah. But he's gone. What is he doing? International? Yeah, he's just sending them in. Or no, he's just sending them through the water, I guess. He doesn't have any place to send it. So he's just got these going through the water. I'd like to see this trade route come up to this city and they get this city moving a bit. Gov Plaza's done. He is going audience. Thank you, Jack. I thought for a second I was going to lose my mind. And he was going to go ancestral for a second. Because he has all this land. I'm like, please, Jack, just ignore all of this. Go audience. Is Japan projecting? I don't know. They don't really need to, though. They're working like... They're getting a lot of points per turn already. No. So, yeah, Maori's passed, as suspected, because this one's not good. There it is. Boom. Yeah. They did it at the end of the turn. Japan got the points when it got cheaper, and then got the Fleet Admiral on Jack. Yeah, because as soon as it gets passed again, it got down to 20, so they were able to just do last second pass by. Easy. Yeah, they got shut out of the early admirals. Yeah. So the next one, the next ones are 75, and the problem that Maori and Indonesia have is they're just going to get destroyed, because England's got 11 point, and he's going to be at like 14 soon. So he's going to get to these so fast that you couldn't even. They just have to run nothing but projects to keep Jack from getting them all. Warlord's Throne. I don't know if I like that call. I mean, do you really need Warlord's Throne on this? I guess maybe. I don't hate it, I guess. Fleet promotion and 2 movement guy, yeah. And then he'll easily secure the +3 if they don't screw it up. Yeah, passing that was a big misplay. Maori needed to see it, right? He needed to see it and go, okay, well, there's no way that it's going to come back to me, right? One's gone. If I pass this one, so 2 are gone. If I pass this one, they're going to snipe the other 2. He has to see Japan and England sitting right there ready to snag the last 2, right? He has to see that coming. And he just needed to grab one. But he's like, oh, he got greedy and wanted to try and get the fleet. Well, you're not getting the fleet. That's out the door. Katarja was too late to help you. He took this city, by the way. It was obvious. And he's going to try and hold it. Looks like he's going to be able to, because the capital's a long ways away. So free city for Jack. Royal Naval Dockyard's going down. Scythia's actually got a galley in the water. This galley could be in trouble, but he's got lots of them, so it's okay. It's all about the science, and Jack's winning the race. Although Firos is pretty good at 36 as well. They've gone audience. +4 campus. +4 campus in 4 turns. It'll be a +3 campus. Jack knows the value of that science. Almost got his audience done. This city will get lots of housing and food extra there. Jack. So basically, how this game has gone for Jack, all right, is gets a capital, makes a settler. They buy him a settler. He steals a city-state. He steals a city from the... He's built 2 settlers this whole game, and he has 6 cities. They bought him one. He took a city-state, and he stole a city from his neighbor. Like, when you can get to 6 cities while building 2 settlers, that's a lot of tempo. That is a lot of tempo. 4 cities over here. Audience for Mapuche. big campuses. What's his yields right now? Pooch 33, 32. Yeah, he's got really good stats. I could tell just by looking at his spawn, he was gonna have really big stats. Really big stats. Yeah, he's got them doubled up. 3+4 campuses, plus a commercial hub will come in here for big gold.
Wait a minute, another purple button just showed up. Normal nom normal heart.
Hey, Cyclist, how you doing? Another button has appeared. Thank you for that. And now Jack's going off on him passing him a 2-movement Admiral with Iggy. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Good one. Have a good one, Moondoggy. Have a good day at work, bud. Good luck to you in your travels. So he lost that one, it looks like, but yeah. BBG is full of animals. Sticky Vicky holding the fart. Archer o'clock here. Just playing defense. Running an encampment project. Going to get a general. The horses have descended on Nagoya. This city could be in trouble. No general. The general's not there, but the general was there, really be in trouble. They need to get him a unit in this city. The Japan settler? If I had to guess. If I had to guess, I would say it's going. Not a lot of food here. I'm not a big fan of any of these settles. They might be coming in here somewhere. Maybe grab this. I don't mind this. 3-1 off the 1-3. Good campus. Good harbor. You could set something up. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, this city is in trouble. Yeah, they needed a unit in that city. They had the gold, too. They could have bought him a unit. This city dies. Unless they buy him a unit. Even then, it's going to be rough. They needed a unit last turn. They had the money. They could have bought him a sword. He upgraded this sword. It doesn't do any good here. Even better off just keeping this a warrior, throwing it in this encampment, and buying him a sword. He's going to lose that city. 4-city Tarja. Running harbor shipping projects. Everybody's fighting for the admirals now, big time. Jack's at 13 a turn, naturally. Medieval Renaissance, of course. Lots more galleys coming. Jack's blocking this choke, covering this choke. Campus, another settler. Be curious to see what he takes a settler. Maybe this, I think this city's. He needs to get this city built. By the way, double reef. This is a nice campus here. +4 campus on there from Anshan. I didn't see that one earlier. Very nice. Very nice indeed. This must have been a tree chop, right? And he just wanted to speed up his Gov Plaza, maybe. Goody Hut. Who's got control over city states yet? Chuck has Candy, and that's it so far. Japan taking a city state. They took Mexico City. Indeed, they did. That'll be really good for them. Set up trade routes to the internationals with him, because I was talking about him maybe going an international, or sorry, going coastal so he could get internationals going. This does the same idea for trade routes. I don't know where he took that settler though. Oh, he banked it around here. Okay. See, so he took this settler that was here, brought it all the way up here, and now he's got 2 settlers going north. He needs to be careful about this warrior. He's going to probably do 2 cities. Like he's going to do like a city here and a city here. +5 campus. Yeah, that's what he's doing. 2 cities there. 7 cities. I don't know if I like Warlord's Throne on him as the call. He's going to get signed, so there's no rush. I don't think I like it. Nagoya got walls somehow. They must have chopped him, did he? He must have chopped walls. Oh, I didn't see it. He must have had a builder here somewhere, and he put in limes and chopped them out. I didn't see a builder to chop. He must have had a, yeah. He had a builder. I didn't see it. I missed the play. My bad, guys. Yeah, so he's going to come up here. I mean, the best city's actually up on this river. I don't know where he settles this. Maybe here, I guess. You can get 2 cities on this. You wanted. Another settler's out to come over here. Refish online. Good tempo. Feels like a really strong game for Ulysse right now. Feels like they're in really good control. Jack's had a great start. Maori did not have a good spawn or a good setup. They're trying to get a ton of galleys out. It's going to be a race to caravels, essentially. This game, essentially, right now, comes down to a race to caravels. Because if you get to caravels first, bye-bye pre-builds on the other guy, right? Still sitting on 3 cities for Cree. I don't like it. I like that he's gotten a general. I like that he's gotten some units out. But there's cities to be had down here. And if he tries to go 3 city defense against 2 neighbors, he's going to get destroyed. With a turbo capital like this, Warlord's Throne, I don't mind. He needed to get a couple more settlers and settle this river. There's lots of hills. Get a couple cities going. There's a nice campus in here. Like, he just needed to get more cities. Like, even 5 cities, give himself some way to survive until somebody can help him. I don't know. Well, Mallory's got good science. They're both on 1-turn buttresses. Mallory's got 37 science. Jack's just gone to 45. That's going to give him an edge. How to get to 45? Oh, this camp is finished here. This camp is finished. He's got these 2 going as well. So, buttress into cartography. So that's going to give him a little bit of an edge. It's going to be about gold as well. And these guys are saving up gold, and these guys are not. So that's actually a big difference as well. These will come just as they get to caravels anyway, right? It's going to be all about gold. These guys need to start saving because this money right here, that's a big difference right now. These guys are making pretty good gold. Jack's on 64 a turn. Hazagi's on 59, by the way. They're both making good money, but these guys are actually making more money and have more in the bank. That's a lot of caravel upgrades right there. If Jack is stuck begging for money in 5 turns, it's going to be a sad, sad day. Sad, sad day for them. Oh, free unit for them. Already thinking about Golden Age. Hanging Gardens coming in hot. A little bit of free sim Scythia going on. This is very dangerous, by the way. 2 coastals on these guys. If you don't win the Battle of the Seas, you're going to be wishing you had. Now, keep in mind, Scythia plays fantastic on the water. Free heals in the water for kills. Like, Scythia plays really well. Very underrated Civ on the water. But you better get moving on getting to the caravels. You just have to go top tree, which means if you're going top tree and going on the water, then that means Guitar's just stuck going bottom tree to defend herself. Yeah. So cartography in 5 versus cartography in 6. As we said, just a slight advantage on the science there now going along. Jack's actually switched to another galley here. Galley's here. He wants to get a ton of pre-builds out. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to have like a dozen pre-builds. And Maori's already on it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Another one coming there. That'll be 13. How the Admiral's going. First one went to Guitarja. It was one of the bad ones. Generals. The guys who needed him got him, basically. The free trade route one. Everybody's passing the free trade route one. Who's going to make a play on it? Indonesia's doing a project. They're going to try and make a play with Maori here. Indonesia's going to finish a project. Did they finish a project just now or just before? No, they have one more. They have one more turn on their project. Oh, it's already happened. Okay, so Maori got the +3 combat strength. So they made a play. Interesting. So they made a play. Japan made a play on the trade route one, which was the smart play to get. But the problem is that Jack, it came to Jack and he had to take the +1 range for all naval units. Because if he'd have passed this, then they would have made a play and he would have lost out. That's what happened to Maori last time, is he got greedy and he lost out. So Jack had to take whatever came here, because if he passes, then Maori passes, and the following turn Indonesia takes it, and then Indonesia passes it into Maori. So then Jack would have lost out. So he had to take what come, and so then the +3 did go to Maori, which is a big deal. The +3 on Maori is a big deal. That's going to help him a lot. 4 turns to 5 turns, so it's going to be a very tight battle. Again, it's all about the gold right now. Chuck's still spending it. No, he's not making any. That's his problem. Okay. These guys are making a lot more gold. Almost 200 a turn. In fact, 200 a turn to 120 a turn. And they better save every last drop of it right now, because they're going to need every penny of it. They're going to need every penny of it for Jack's caravels. Trying to get as many pre-builds. He knows that this campus doesn't matter right now. In fact, I would have turned this one off as well, because this campus isn't going to save him, really. Oh, wow. Did he run a... How did he get to 51? Did he run a... Oh, no. Right now, it's a tie. It's 3-3. They're going to get there. Campus in 1 might speed him up by a turn. You don't know. It might just speed him up by a turn, but he needs to be getting caravels out as fast as he can. He's going to come down and settle this, as we suspected. Will he just settle the nubbin, probably? Or will he maybe he'll settle this, just a little bit safer city. But at this point, he probably doesn't want to worry about being safe. More pre-builds coming. Well, that's guitars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15. There's going to be 18 pre-builds for Maori. That's a lot to compete with, Jack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, they have to see this red number and be worried. He needs them bad. And you can't slow down, right? You can't, like, you can't be like, oh, let me wait a couple turns to get a couple more galleys, then I'll go get cartography, because then you lost. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he should be doing, is yelling at his team to not use gold, because they have to see all this gold accumulating and be like, he's going to have 15 caravels soon. I'm going to lose my pre-builds if you guys don't F off with the gold spending. Like, every penny from here on out, every turn, just send it to Jack so you don't spend it by accident. No tile purchases, no upgrades, no nothing. These can finish. Can he chop this one? Doesn't look like it. 3 more. He's going to be okay. He's got pretty good production. You'll have to hard build some, maybe. Maybe he settles that nubbin. I'm not sure what the scouts are all about. Just, oh, maybe protecting from Granada? No, he owns Granada. Okay. Lej has a CAD. Chuck got Yerevan and Candy. Interesting plays. Let's see. Japan, they did settle this nubbin here. Always interesting when you see 2 different land masses, so you can settle 2 tiles apart instead of 3. He's coming up here to settle the diamonds, looks like. Samurais are out. Just full mobilization here. The horse push is on. We have been paying attention to the water. Oh, mercenaries, by the way. Oh, that's what the oh, yeah, good point. Building scouts to get 8 land units. I'm forgetting about that. Mercenaries in 4. That's going to be a big difference, is the culture. Do they have mercs? Mercs in 4, that's a big deal. See, they don't have, he's a long ways from mercenaries. He went naval tradition to double his harbors. And civil service, he's a long way from mercs. That's going to be a game changer. I just kind of assumed that they would both be like beelining it. Yeah, I think he just finished it. Cartography next turn for both of them. And I think Jack just finished it. He did just finish it. Now, it's interesting play, right? Because it makes him late here, but he's still 6 turns. This got boosted by his team, 6 turns from an alliance. But he can now, next turn, he'll be able to upgrade at half the price, which is going to make up the difference in the lack of gold, because there's big gold here and not nearly as big a gold here, but he'll be able to do it at half the price, which is a big game changer. Exactly, he needs twice as much gold. Exactly, yeah. That's a misplay on Maori. That's the second big misplay on Maori, kind of. He's done well to get his pre-builds, but passing on the Admiral was an oops, and then not rushing because he's got the yields. He has actually more culture than Jack. And he's had the culture all game. That could have got him there. But he's in recorded history right now. That's just a misplay. Getting mercenary boost is huge. Next turn, Jack gets a lot of caravels, and Maori gets a lot less. Now he has a ton of gold. 1,700 gold. That's a lot of money. But he can get them. He'll have the gold. He doesn't need mercs. Jack's going to have around 950. So he'll literally have twice as much money. It's going to be terrible. They have the gold for it, but he will have +8 with civil over Jack. Yeah, he has the +3 Admiral, and he'll have +3 with Civil. But I don't know for long, though. Jack's got recorded in 1. It's only going to be maybe for 1 turn. Actually, Civil Service in 6. They might get it the same turn still. Honestly. Recorded in 1, and then he's right into Civil Service. Depending on the... It might... Maybe for 1 turn you'll have it. Oh, is it getting boosted? Oh, yeah, you're right. Hazagi will boost it, so he'll get it. He'll have it in, like... So he'll have it for, like, 3 turns. He'll have it in, like, 3 turns, yeah. So the upgrades will come in. The gold just getting shedded. All the gold should be coming to Jack right now. Every last bit of it. He'll have the fleet. If he manages his fleet caravel properly, he'll be okay. God, look at him just pouring through the money. Oh my God. It hurts to watch. Malm's already got his golden secured. Everybody else just working on it at the moment. I did see Hanging Gardens play. Did they lose it? Somebody must have got it on them. Oracle in 1. I don't see Hanging Gardens. He did settle the nubbin, by the way. I'd see him settle that as well. So these guys are very vulnerable right now. He's going to need to move out, and the combat will begin. On this front, it's not looking good. The Samurai push, Kree is in a lot of trouble. The Samurai push, this city was a really big mistake, I feel like. He didn't even need caravels for it. He just came in here and just started smashing. Samurai push, this city falls. He's having to fall back with all the archers. He is 10 turns machinery. 10 turns machinery. Did Hungary get it? How am I not seeing it? He made a play here. Oh, look at these campuses, by the way. They got dueling campuses on the Amicale or Pamagale. Am I not seeing Hanging Gardens? Oh, there it is there, right in the middle. Jesus Christ. Okay, the action has begun. Very vulnerable here, Jack. The Caravel fleet is very vulnerable. Already, Jack's in trouble here. This city's trying to flip. He needs to shift enter this back. Oh, Jackie. Jack knows he's in trouble. Civil service in 2 versus civil service in 4. So he's going to be 2 turns without it. A lot of caravels. I didn't see the beginning of the combat because I was checking out the other front, but it did not go well. Well, actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Square rigging is basically a tie. he's controlling this, but it's also vulnerable to a counter here. This guy's got to come and get upgraded. Yeah, Caravel controlling this. Campuses are going up. He's going to have big science here shortly, but 70 to 61 still. And with all this going on, 5 turns in the era, Jack is not looking good for Golden right now. Fiersos is looking terrible for Golden. He looks like he's going dark. The story looks like he's going to grab it on Free Sim. Lej got a good chance. Chuck, not bad. Yeah, what happened, Jack? Indeed. He needs to get this unit back is the biggest thing. He needs to get the units back and protect his coast. Because there's a lot of caravels coming. And he can protect what he's got. But he can't keep losing more units. He's got to keep the... Discord lagging. Oh, you're right. I was thinking he could go, but this is killing him. I was thinking he could come back, and he's kind of screwed. The only hope he would have, the problem is this unit here, is if he could come in with these caravels and double slam this galley, then this guy could get out. But this galley is actually trolling him pretty hard. I think he loses that fleet. He loses the fleet admiral. I overextended with the fleet admiral. And I said it. I said it before he started moving. I'm like, he's got to use the fleet admiral properly. You don't want to overextend just to get a kill and get stuck. I don't think he has a play. Because he can only hit this once, so he's not going to one-shot this. He's not going to one-shot this galley, even with an admiral. Because if this would die, then he could get out, no problem, right? Because if this was not here, he could just go straight out, like straight back this way. He knows things are a little dangerous right now because he's building walls. It's limes o'clock. At this point, you just have to let this go. I don't think you want to try and worry about protecting it, honestly. I mean, he can protect this, but I don't think you want to worry about this. I think he needs to move these units back. It was an interesting play here. He kept the galleys as a choke, even though they might die, knowing he can't afford to promote them anyway. And so he's got the caravels back here. I'm going to go let the dog out. I'll be right back. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, that was that the end of the turn? Okay, so he might be okay then. Yeah, if some of them die, they die. But you just keep him there as a front line while he does the promos. So he can have good positioning. So he can actually kill this now. If he gets 3 first moves off, he's okay. This Caravel slams, and then he can get out. But he needs 3 first moves. Or at least these he needs to do 3 moves before he can do 3 moves, essentially. Because Maori's gonna try and triple slam this, right? Maori's gonna try and triple slam this. No, because his first move should be here. Maori's first move should be Caravel here. So he needs to literally kill this and move this before he can move this unit here. Because if he moves this here, then he's still zone of controlled, even if this dies. The only way is for all 3 of these tiles to be clear so he can go to the crab. He needs 3 first moves right now. Ding, ding, ding. Tuning into Jack for reaction. We'll clip if we're 30 what? Oh, because there was a rejoin. Oh, because there was a rejoin. Oh, I gotcha. I forgot. Yeah, there was still moves to be made. Oh, I thought we were waiting for the turn to go over. So this is a problem for him, though. This is a problem for him here, though. He needs to... This is going to be very interesting. This unit can make it. Okay, the shift ender's actually lined up for him okay, though. He was able to get a good line. This isn't ideal, but he was able to close this off. He needs another Caravel here. Not a lot of gold. This lines up pretty well. It's not bad. He actually got the shifts into position pretty good. He's able to move back 1 and then lock in the line. So it was okay. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I thought that the turn was... I thought the turn was rolling over. My apologies for the dog. I thought the turn was rolling over, and I'm like, what is happening here? That was an even trade. He's trying to see if he can penetrate here, but I don't think so. Look at all the movement on Jack. 9 movement Caravel. No good content for you. Jack is outnumbered, I think, though, right? 5... Wait, 1... 9... Oh, no, it's actually 9-9. Oh, wait, no, counting this one, it's 10. 5... Yeah, it's 10. Yeah, it's 10-9. And those Caravels got deleted. I don't mind this, but you gotta be careful you don't get surrounded, right? But the promo will help him. Step in and take the promo. Holding the line. The quadrims will also help him get a few shots in, right? Those are also pre-builds, although you can control your pre-builds with Niter, so it's not as big a deal. A couple pre-builds coming here. Jack's trying to get more pre-builds for the frigates, because frigates are the big difference maker, right? Oh, yeah, Civil next turn. Jack is assuming he has a teammate with it. Oh yeah, just yeah, they've got lots of culture. Yeah. So he's backed off here to save his units. Oh, Jack's actually using these for these scouts for he was getting a bunch of scouts for support bonus. I don't know if he's dead. If anything, he's backed off here a little bit. He's going to be in trouble, but he's holding a pretty good line. He did lose the promoted one. I didn't like that move. He got triple teamed and lost the promoted one. I don't know why he did that. Does Pyramid have Niter? Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm looking on the wrong side. No. None of them have Niter. Chuck's got 5, and Destoria started to earn it. None of them have it. On there. This is a good hold here. This is only going to get hit twice, so that's not terrible. Good support bonus there. Yeah, this is good for Jack to back up a little bit. Just buy himself a little bit more time, of course, because he's just waiting on civil service in 2 turns to get his alliance. The pre-builds are coming in. Square rigging in 3 for both. Stats. Jack's up to 88 science right now, by the way. The sacrificial scouts. He shifted them back. Really nice play with the scouts, actually. Jack's trying to get a frigate for Golden. I mean, he needs more than a frigate for Golden. Chuck made his, by the way. Destoria made his. Lege is going to need to pull something off. Jack the normal ager. Well, we'll see. Warlord's Throne finally coming in. The +5 campus is down. +4 campus here. That's going to give him some good science. Getting a military. Yeah, he put the city. I wouldn't have built it there personally. I would have built it here. But because he's going to end up putting districts on all these really good tiles. But this is crazy. Buy the 3/3 for crying. Oh, I couldn't really buy tiles at the moment because Jack needed it. Really good for Jack that he got the Caravel fleet out and also has a promotion on it now. The Cree situation, dying like dog. Yeah, dying like dog. The beautiful Artemis City. Yeah, we knew he was going to have a lot of trouble, but the 3-city play, I feel like you got to get to 5, get your science up. Like, he just fell behind. Like, he still didn't have crossbows. Like, he had to get the crossbows was his only hope, and you weren't going to do it on 3 cities. Anyway, that's my thought. Anyway, I don't think you get there on 3 cities. I think you've gotta just force yourself to get to 5 cities, build the campuses, and get the science and get the crossbows. Who did he go in the cap though? Okay, now he's got. Did he have Magnus or Pingala in the cap originally? I hope. I don't know. Host citizen turn. Think about it. Yeah, Cree is in big trouble. Oh, free unit for Jack. Mexico City dead like a dog. Mapuche's gotten his sim going as well in the background. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. What did they go for Gov? Well, that's Diplo. He did go audience. Very good. Nice little force fire working for him over here. It looks like it's died, so it's not going to extend, but yeah. This would be a good city here. Nice campuses, options in here. Walls in 2. You better go quick. You better go quick. Kree's trying to get an escape settler through horses, and the walls are going to stop him. Oh, that's sad. Escape settler in the form of a city-state kill, and it's just not going to work out for him. Oh, by the way, sorry, so Jack is falling back here. He does have alliance now. Oh, sorry. What am I looking at? Oh, he's got nothing there. He's really holding a long line here. Really close battle there, actually. This one's got a promotion, so it's doing better. Square rigging next turn for both of them. Jack's going to be able to get some frigates up and make a big change to the overall picture here. Assuming he has gold, they will have some gold for him to do some frigate upgrades. If you can get a couple frigate upgrades, that can change the math a little bit. Yeah, it'll change the math. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rory, no barking. Couple frigate upgrades here, but it'll be further behind. Still no Niter on this side. And Niter on this side, they've given it to Jack. He has 9. And there's 3 on Chuck. And 1 more on Distoria. So the Niter situation's really in the favor of these guys right now. But certainly the upper hand at the moment going to Maori. Actual frigates started here. That's actually cost him some of his Niter, I think. He's only got 9 and he needs 10 for the promo. He needs... Okay, he upgraded this one. Okay. Oh, he's got the card in, so he's only using half. Okay. So he can do 1 more. Frigates can definitely change the math in this situation. And he can't... He's got them here, but they don't have any... Like... I don't see any Niter on his land, so it's going to have to be an ally. Kree, of course, is dead. And then over here... There's Niter here, but does he not have the tech? He has it next turn. Next turn, and then they'll have to buy it for him. And that's the only Niter they have on the team. Oh no, there's Niter here as well, but that'll be hard to control. That tile. Oh, Congress? Yeah, they want to do it right now. Oh, by the way, I thought it was 1 more turn. And there's only one option here, so B wax, B, I wonder how, I wonder why, and B wax. B, B, and B. Yep, there we go. Yeah, they ended up in normals. Dark, normal, dark, golden for Hazagi. Golden's in here, so pen brush for the lucky contestants. And straight into dark for Coupe. No, I started that, but then he said me A, you B. He said to me, he's going A, I'm going B. Wax on, wax off. So I went B. I locked in A, and I was going to tell him I'll go A, but then he had typed it first, so it doesn't matter. Last second moves. He's going to need the frigates to change the calculus here. Where is his fleet? The fleet's here. The fleet's in trouble. He needs to swap. He needs to get the fleet out. He needs to get the fleet to this tower right here. Bring the frigate up and get a shot in. Start changing the math. Holding this out. Look at this. There's like a glitch. Holding this side here is kind of hurting him. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he still hasn't lost a unit, but he's just got to be careful here. It's pretty even trades, and the frigates can change the calculus, like I said. Harbor shipping, what's coming in here? Hypatia went to Destoria, by the way. Maybe a project from Hungary could grab that free trader unit. The Admiral. Oh, wow. Armada. Jack. Wow. Armada. And he's not running any projects. Is Jack running a project? He is. He's got one project. 3 turns, he gets an Armada. Seems pretty bad for Japan to miss Golden considering as EU. Yeah, but he is in a war. He was pushing for a war, and I guess he just wasn't paying that close attention to Euroscore. Yeah, 4 free points is pretty good, but it's certainly no guarantee. And if you don't have time to build wonders and stuff because you're building units to go kill somebody, it's second Golden's not easy. Like the only people who got it were the people in Free Sim who were able to build wonders, essentially, right? So he's backing off here now because he knows he's going to lose the frigate battle. He knows he'll lose the battle of the frigates. This frigate stepped up and took a shot. Oh, a little bit of overcommitment there to kill the scout. And he lost a unit over it. That was kind of silly. Almost like Jack is trolling with these scouts. Yeah, he has to because of the frigates, right? That's the biggest difference in the game. Is all of a sudden the frigates start hitting your galleys before you get so it's like you don't get to overwhelm them with more galleys with more caravels. It's just the frigates hitting first, right? And you're toast. Yeah, he's just buying. He wants scouts on every tile. Yeah, it doesn't get used a lot, but it works. I saw a Noob doing it about a week or two ago, playing some naval. Yeah, the scout. Well, the thing is, the scouts can act as a distraction, but they give support bonus, is what it is. She's going to try and first move it. This must be shift enter. No, he won't have a shift enter. He won't have a shift enter. From the way it was explained to me, is that they just give extra support bonus, not that they 84-36. Free ink is over. Yeah. It's extra support. And they're a way to get yeah, exactly. Is if you have a line of caravels and you have a couple scouts on the outside, then they have to kill those scouts to get around you, so it uses up their attack for a turn, right? So it keeps you from getting flanked. But yeah, it's just a flanking bonus, yeah. They need desperately to get Niter. He's got 2. He's gonna get another one online next turn, so he'll be getting 4 a turn. But that's the only Niter on the team. That is really bad because he needs it to go. He's just gonna kind of lose this battle now. I think the Niter's the game changer, yeah. 2 a turn from Izagi, he's just not going to cut it. He's got a lot of pre-builds here, but he's not going to be upgrade him like... I mean, he's going to be 4 a turn in fact, he might have done this turn, did he? Oh, he's got crossbows now anyway. A little late, but... yeah, he's got both of them online. Yeah, like a lot of frigates here. So he's got to be careful with that, though. Definitely a free thing. It's a lot of trouble right now. Jack's got him on the ropes. The biggest thing is if he's going to get any help. If Maori doesn't get any help on the Maori doesn't get any help on the water, it's definitely over. He's just getting him pushed back into a corner here, and he's just in a lot of trouble. Like all of this, like here comes some caravels here, so this could be a liberate, and then a sneak in behind. Like this is what needs to happen, right? Cartography done, I suppose. What's the gold look like? They've got good gold. They could get a replenishment here. They got a replenishment coming. They still have Zhongs coming. You know what's actually interesting is what's going to be the difference in the game is whether or not Lej gets himself involved in the naval. He's got a long ways to go and a short time to get there. What's the fastest way? He can actually get through both ways. But if he doesn't get involved, like he should have some galleys and stuff on the way over to here. Just any pre-builds to start getting over here. Because it's going to be a 3v1. Right? Like Scythia is good in the water. Don't get me wrong. They're not like overwhelmingly strong because they don't have special units. But they trade well. Scythia trades really well in the water with their unique ability. So if they get some more units out, get some caravels, and it's caravels and zhongs. These quadrems are going to turn into zhongs, and it's going to be a whole new ball game. It'll be a whole new ball game. Walls in 3 will save this city because I think he can only hit it 1 at a time. He's backed off here because he knows help can come. He needs quadrems. He's going to try and hold a choke here. It's going to be about the speed of this, right? This is appearing here.
Though its face
Wow.
may change throughout the ages, history is written from the hand of the victor.
They didn't even want to try.
By your actions
Wow.
this day, you ensure our people.
I mean, Kree's dying and is almost dead. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, zhongs do require some niter, but you can get a few of them up, right? Like, they've got 4 a turn. But, yeah, it just... Walls were going to take too long. Yeah. These cities were just going to start falling. Yeah, just don't... Like, these guys could get nothing done. Under pressure here means they can't do much. Yeah, the science was the big key. The science was the big key. No doubt about it. Let me go here. Guess I can go here maybe. See if anybody wants to come in. Jack's still bitching about Vicky being shit. Well, he got a god spawn, so he can't bitch too much. Yeah, he just got overwhelmed. The frigates was the ball game. Niter. Like, if he'd have had Niter, he could have had 6 or 8 frigates waiting for him here when he fell back, right? He could have fallen back and gotten a line going with frigates in behind it, and it would have been another stalemate. But yeah, I think the scouts helped a lot for sure. The support bonus on the scouts is a big difference. Helped him on the flanks as well. He had scouts way out on the edge that kept him from getting around him, right? Because hello. Congratulations on the very quick victory.
Thank you.
Jack, I heard that you weren't too happy about playing Vicky.
Yeah, because it's not in BBG. I think it's shit. And I was extremely upset about playing Vicky.
Yeah.
You said after we load into the game, sadly, I could have played Vicky too, but I would have do worse than you.
I mean, you got a bit of a god spawn too, so you can't complain too much.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and they bought me Settler. This is.
I know they fed you so hard. It's like, buy you a Settler, free city state to kill, super quick.
Exactly. I tell my team it's a god spawn. Vicky shit.
Yeah, Yeah, you had a beautiful setup with your campuses and a couple 3-2 bananas. Yeah, it was really good setup. And it was interesting because in the first map, Maori they were just set up with beautiful cities really quick. Turn 2 settle with really nice tiles and a honey 4-1 base. Was going to be in a really big position to actually disrupt your game, Jack. But then you guys obviously Destoria had a horrible spawn with Hungary. I'm assuming was probably the reason for
GG.
the remap. GG's,
GG,
yeah.
guys.
GG les gars.
And then this time Maori just got kind of a pleb start compared to what they got on the first map, and then no Niter. No Niter was a bit of a problem for Pyramid. So yeah, anyway.
Scouts in the water too.
Yes, the scouts in the water. I saw Noob doing that about a couple weeks ago. Maybe he had scouts on every one of his ships.
They give support bonus and
support
don't
bonus,
get one-shotted by caravels. So if you just have mass scouts, it's complete aids to push or fight.
Yeah. It's the support bonus is a huge difference maker.
Isn't it fixed while they are in the sea?
No, it's not fixed.
I don't think. I mean,
Okay.
you can...
I thought it was
I played against Indonesia a few weeks ago, and Jonks were plus 12 support bonus. I was like, what the fuck?
I think it's fixed. Like if the unit. Actually, I don't remember. No, I remember they fixing one of the support bonus. I think it's like if it's on land, it doesn't give support bonus or something like that.
Yeah, land units don't give support to a naval unit, but if it's in the water.
Yeah, but if they're embarked, they still give support bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's crazy about the Zhongs too is with the Zhongs, if you link them up,
they get
the unit can move as just as fast as the boat, right? Because
the but also ability. It gives Zhong gets another plus.
Yeah.
So it's extremely hard to kill.
It's a little absurd because it's easier to have them in the sea than on the land.
Yeah. So yeah, I was curious to ask Pyramid about the decision not to remap. Was there a discussion about potential remap on the?
Yes, we was not agree about the remap. We was wanted to remap and two that doesn't want to remap.
Yeah.
And finally, we was like, it's the first game. Spawns are not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
We should play and keep a remap for the next game.
Our spawn were okay, and our position were not great, but for best of 3, we didn't want to use
it. Yeah, it was an interesting. Did you guys know that Mapuche was there
No.
on Kree as well? You didn't know at that point? Okay, I didn't think you did.
We didn't know either England or Mapuche, so it could be the opposite, like England next to Korea and Mapuche next to...
Yeah, the continent is very, very big, and I'm right in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was tough. As soon as one of the first things I saw when I logged in was Kree's spawn, and I'm like, oh my god, like rush Artemis, this is god tier. But then I looked around, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna get double teamed, and there's like no expands. I'm like, oh shoot, man, god tier capital, and nothing you can do.
Did you receive by settler to Japan, or just a good start?
We paid to Vicky.
Yeah,
okay.
They got exactly. They got it. Gave it to Jack. He had a really, really good, powerful start. Really good expands.
Okay.
And in fact, their whole team really didn't need. Probably part of the reason the whole team had good spawns. Nobody needed tiles. Nobody really needed scouts or anything like that. So they probably, I guess, they just figured let's save up some gold and buy a scout or buy a settler.
I see 3-2 bananas on Vicky and Mapuche.
Yeah.
I just had a perfect spawn for Hungary, and I also find a +1 envoy in hut.
Yeah, I said that. That's like, oh my god! Anytime you can have, the 5 tiles around, and I just like, Gov Plaza across the way, commercial hub across the way, +4 campus, 2-2 culture, 3-2 banana, like, just gross.
Yeah. Also, my other city was pretty good, and the forest fire on the north.
Oh, and the forest
man.
fire. I know the forest fire.
Oh
just
man.
just feeding you. I couldn't believe the
Yeah.
forest fire as well, because you were looking so good with so many good districts and campuses to build, and then all of a sudden I look up and there's a forest fire. I'm like, oh, Turbo
My
City up
plan
there
was
as
to
well.
go like 7-8 city and then all in on Malm.
Yeah, it was gonna be a tricky spot. The only way that they would have survived is really, it was interesting because Scythia made a choice to go on the sea a little bit because they didn't have a lot of space otherwise. Anyway, they had kind of crap expands, but it kind of felt like Scythia was going to need to come and help protect Gitarja. Sorry, who was Melm was playing, right? And then so that Melm could help in the water, but. Yeah, it was because it would have been interesting. Like the caravels were coming. It just maybe 2 or 3 turns sooner with caravels from Melm would have made the difference to help keep them off. I don't know.
I
Malm?
could have a big fleet to help Fierceos, but Jack have level 1 caravels that will be very hard to kill.
Yeah.
And everyone is losing everywhere, so it was over. But about Scythia defending Indonesia, I think it's not that easy to protect someone because you in your friend land, you can't use city centers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it's pretty far
I
away
think
from your.
I could just put Crusade on your city and would be fine. If that was the plan, but I changed my mind and went naval instead because it was a bad situation. I
Yeah.
realized
Well,
Maori was getting pushed.
Scythia
So I
does
changed.
well on the naval too, right? But then it's just a matter of gold. Like now you need 3 people to upgrade into caravels, and you had a
Oh,
knighter
yeah,
problem.
you can't upgrade the fleet to everyone, so I think it's better to choose and put admirals and the gold on one guy so we can
Yeah.
make the best use of it.
Yeah, it was a tale of two maps because the first map looks so good for Pyramid there, and on the flip side, the second map was the complete reverse, and one team chose to use a remap and the others didn't. And I think that was the difference.
Yes, they choose wisely.
Yeah, it was a good choice.
Malm, why didn't you go next to the Pamukkale with your third city?
Because it's too close to Hungary, and at this moment I don't know if it's going to rush me with classical units, and I'm pretty easy to kill because I go for range units, but also I go for harbors, and I can put campuses because I need to cut jungles. I think this position was pretty hard to play.
Yeah, it
I
was
did
tough
go
for sure.
I did go campus and commercial first. I don't know if you noticed on the points, but
Yes, but I noticed it really late in the
late.
game
Oh, okay.
because in the 20 or 31st turn, you only make builders and cities, and I don't see what you're going for.
Mm.
So I have to make some defense because
Yeah.
if
You
I
have to.
go blind like Spriggan did with Barking, and you choose to go on me, I'm just dead and I can do nothing. And
I
it's
agree. I agree on that, but the land was just too good to go Irel. Better sim and get you later with more facility.
It was
I'm just not
go
sure.
for
I'm not sure where Melm could have gone though. Like he didn't. I mean, he maybe could have got a couple more Papega cities out, but he just didn't have much space at all. Like he couldn't go up the north coast because it would have been completely exposed to Hungary. And I mean, he could have settled the lake, I suppose, but it's like a couple hills total. Yeah, it was just a tough spot. It's interesting because on turn 8 you just don't have that much information, but probably by about turn 15 you guys were probably like, ugh, probably should have respawned or remapped.
in my mind, the only way to be useful in this position is to make a fleet and help Maori to destroy Victoria, but it was too late.
Yeah.
And whatever I will be destroyed by Hungary. Maybe turn 40, maybe turn 80, but I can't avoid that.
Yeah, it was inevitable. So the key is to help one of your guys try and kill one of them, right?
Mm.
Azagi, why did you build the Theater Plaza?
To boost culture for Maori and Indonesia.
Why
Because they
didn't
go
you
full science.
go pen and brush first and then skip the Theater Place?
Because they had the better start this way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Because
kind of
everybody was low on culture, yes.
I was curious about the play to go monumentality there on like I think he had like 12 or 14 faith to turn.
And I think it was decent. I had good enough faith to boost my early game and not enough districts to make good use of culture early.
Okay.
So I think monumentality was best. So I can chop gold faster.
Yes,
And, help Maori more.
that was efficient.
Yeah, I mean it was a good start for you to get a couple extra settlers and a couple builders.
And you didn't have enough gold to help Maoris on the sea?
Well, we did. I sent him like 2,000 gold.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they had tons
And
of
you
gold.
upgrade without mercenary card, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Yeah, Jack did upgrade with it.
yeah
He
that
did
was the
go
difference.
mercenary before Alliance.
It was an interesting battle on the tech tree because before I took a close look at the tech tree, I was looking at the gold. I'm like, oh my god, because it looked like Ulysse was spending all their gold, and there was like 2,000 gold on the other side. I'm like, oh my god, when it comes time for caravels in 5 turns, there's gonna be a big trouble. But then somebody in chat actually pointed out, oh wait, what about mercenary card? And Jack was going to mercenaries, and Maori wasn't, and so it was just like 2,000 gold on caravels versus like 900, and it was the same result.
Jack had like slightly more culture since the start of the game.
Yeah.
And I need naval tradition to get my caravel as fast as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to rush naval tradition for sure to get the free ink.
When I have caravels, I had 10 turns and 10 mercenaries, even if I rush it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you didn't try to kill Vatican, Azagi.
I mean, it's a shit city, and I didn't have a classical for a long time.
Okay. And why Nerevar made the horses? Maybe Swordsman was better to hold the position. I don't know. Were you missing iron or something at the beginning of the game?
No, I don't think I improved as soon as I had the tech. He only asked for horses. I don't know.
I think he just improved a lot of horses and went straight on it, so it was just logical for him.
Okay.
But I don't know. I didn't really check.
Okay, it was a tough map for you guys.
Yeah,
tough map.
It was just
the first one was very easy though.
Yeah, the first one would have been a windfall, and then the second one, I'm like, they better return the favor and remap, but you just didn't have the information, like you said, like you didn't know that if you knew what you knew at turn 15, right, you would have done it, but at turn 8, it didn't look quite as bad for you.
That's the problem with this map.
There was nothing catastrophic in our spawns or
that's the thing is and then all of a sudden, Cree is like Japan's even closer than you thought, and then oh shoot, Mapuche's here as well, and Mapuche had like glorious campuses and stuff. Like the setup was just in like mountains everywhere, so they could get their unique tile improvements and stuff. Like it was just they were just gonna have such a great sim, and it was death for Cree.
And Cree's second city was so far.
It was like a 8-turn settle or something like that.
Yeah, at some point he had like 2 cities and gained 4, I think.
Yeah, it was really tough. There was no good cities because you obviously couldn't go coastal, and then like up the river, like the Cotton would have been a nice settle, but then the last thing you want to do is put a city on the coast when Japan's min distance from you, and so you kind of have to walk to the river, and it's just.
And maybe Nerevar tried a little bit too much to go on the Lich. I don't know. He tried to surprise him, but maybe
Yes,
he
but
could have done.
he have to, because he is dead. He will be destroyed by samurais and Mapuche.
I'm
So
not sure he
you have
can
to.
push Lich at this moment.
It's not about pushing. It's about being annoying.
He's not in the position he can be annoying.
I think he can't just stay here and wait to be destroyed.
Oh no, sure, but he had 1 or 2 settles just at the right, which were good.
But
I
what's
mean,
the point?
not that bad. I mean, not good, but not that bad.
What's the point to make more cities? Giving
Just
more cities
more stats. I don't know.
to the other team?
I mean, personally, I mean, it wasn't a great spot, and he was gonna die. But I think you last a lot longer if you get to 5 cities. 2 more really quick settlers out of that god tier capital. Send them right. There's a really nice river with lots of hills on it. Couple good campuses. Get to crossbows faster.
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but
that.
if he's going for 5 cities with Mapuche, I'm not going on the top one. I'm going south to split the army.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's just the way I saw it. Is with 2 people on you. I mean, like I said, eventually you're making cities that the other guys are probably going to get. But I think you just live a little longer, maybe.
Yeah, Creed defense could be better, but he did it well. I mean, not that bad.
The problem is that he had no swordsman.
Yes, the swordsman is way better than.
Yeah, he only had horses. So when Mapuche came, if he had the swordsman next to Mr. Pacific, he was fine.
Yes.
But he got destroyed by Mapuche with the flank.
It's over.
I suicide all my units to kill every archers.
And maybe the gray settle because he settled his third cities in a non-fresh spot. So maybe, I mean, it's a good city to defend, but maybe later because it's not giving him any stats.
Yeah.
I don't.
I was when I saw that settler heading north, I was a little bit nervous about where he was going to take it, and I just felt like the rivers on south of if you go south of the mountains,
exactly.
It's more defensible back there. There's some campuses. And there's actually like a ton of hills. There's chops. Like you could have put Magnus in the first city and chopped out like 8
but
trees.
At the end, we all agree at the end he dies. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a matter of
matter of time. Maybe he could have reached a crossbow. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he got the crossbows at the very end, but yeah, crossbow. Like if you get a couple more of good campuses down, it's just going to get you to crossbows quicker, right? And then your defense lasts that much longer, and you don't die to samurai, but maybe you die to,
I think the
like
point
an
to get
industrial push or whatever.
He should have put campuses earlier in the game.
Yeah, sure.
To get crossbows, but I don't think more cities is really relevant.
I'm not sure about the Artemis though.
To be honest with you, I thought Artemis was fine. It took him 5 turns, and that city with so many hills is just like, I mean, that thing was just turbo. I didn't mind the Artemis investment, to be honest with you. A lot of times I hate it. Like people will do like a 7-turn Artemis and they've got like 8 or 9 hills, and it drives me nuts. But it was almost every tile was a hill, and I didn't mind the play, honestly. I would have liked to have seen a couple more cities. That's my opinion anyway. Everyone's entitled, I guess.
Okay.
I'm off, guys. Thank you for the game.
GG.
Good luck tomorrow. I'm not playing, but
GG.
good luck to both teams.
GG's. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Last thing, Versus, why did you put a city in front of Jack?
I didn't realize how the map was. I intended to settle it on the right.
On the right, yeah, we saw.
But I expected like 3 galleys to come.
Yeah.
So I settled on the left, and I realized I didn't think there was. I mean, I didn't realize the galley that was on the right. was so close to be on the left as well.
Yeah, Jack
Oh, you
did.
didn't realize there was a passageway there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
I
if that was
thought,
closed off, you'd have been fine. You could have got the city up and gotten a couple galleys out. But all you had to do is one turn, flip around the edge, and you're
yeah.
Jack did a very good job sending galleys everywhere. So he came from different ways, and you took 2 chokes, but not enough.
Yeah, that was so hard to. I had the pressure of the galleys. I knew he took 1 CS, 1 city state. And in the same time, he had already his harbors, and he made like 10 points.
Yeah, he got incredible tempo.
I had to make settlers, or I'm completely irrelevant. I have to make project to have something, and I have to make galleys to protect my settler.
Yeah, the next one is starter.
It was too much.
It was just a rough spot. Like you just, I mean, the thing is, obviously, when you're spectating, you can see it all, right? But like by turn 3, I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, not the greatest cities for Maori. Jack's got a god spawn. Then they bought him a settler, more tempo. He got his half price harbors down super fast. Then he went straight into the lighthouses. Was making a ton of points. It just put so much pressure on you guys.
Yeah, 3 galleys that give him another city.
Yeah.
And in the end, he only has 6 cities with mine, so we would have been 5 against 5, and he has like 2, 3 cities.
Yeah, and then so, if you just could have had Niter too, right? Like that would have been a big difference.
Yeah, I think it was already lost, honestly, but that's still the deal.
Yeah, well, it would have helped. It would have given you a fighting chance anyway.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. GG's.
Thank you.
Thank you.